Remember when I called the REN pump? Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here to bring you a video on REN, a cryptocurrency that I think has a very good chance of performing well long term. So in this video, I'm going to run through some technical analysis, talk about what I see happening both short term and long term. So if you like the sound of that, please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So guys, there's so much to talk about REN here. Let me begin by kind of just gloating and explain to you why you should like, subscribe, comment, share. I made videos about this. I was talking about this on our Discord. I've been singing REN's praises for a while. I spoke about this descending triangle, weeks ago. I said whatever we break out, we're likely to trend in that direction. And look what happened. Now, what I'm saying now in the short term is, guys, I think we're going to have more of an extended pullback for a few reasons. We're starting to see bearish candles. This candle looks like a reversal point to me. Long wicks to the upside, very bearish. As well, looking at the daily indicators for REN, momentum waves really seems to be ready to have a leg down. Stochastic bearish crossover, very bad news bears, very no bueno. RSI in the overbought territory, MACD starting to tick down on the daily. Let's zoom into the 6 hour. Okay, looking at the 6 hour, momentum waves going down, stochastic going down, RSI making lower lows, MACD bearish crossover, very bad news bears, very no bueno. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Don't panic, everyone. It's not time to panic. Relax. We'll hash this out. 4 hour. Definitive bearish crossover. RSI lower highs. Stochastic still on the way down. Momentum still on the way down. VWAP, money flow on the way down. Price action. Guys, this looks bearish. This looks bearish. I think we're likely to have continued downtrending here. Now, we need to note a few interesting things, which is last time we had our pump back in August here, and we crashed and corrected. We found support on the 50 EMA on the 12 hour. So 50 EMA on the 12 hour acted as support. Once we broke through below the 50 EMA on the 12 hour is when we entered kind of our bearish consolidation phase. So the 50 EMA on the 12 hour is critical support that we need to maintain in order to remain bullish. As well from the, I know I'm moving the chart around here, guys, don't freak out, but this is important. So the 50 EMA on the 12 hour, aside from the 50 EMA on the 12 hour, the 20 EMA on the daily, extremely critical support. Again, we held that as support, and once we broke below the 20 EMA on the daily is when we entered our bearish consolidation phase. So, going forward, since we seem to have these bearish crossovers, bearish indications on the larger time frames, I'd wager that the 20 EMA on the daily and the 12-hour 50 EMA are going to act as critical support levels. 50 EMA on the daily being just over 40 cents, and the 12-hour 50 EMA just over 40 cents. Daily 20 EMA just over 40 cents as well. So, as well, we had sideways price consolidation here and volume at the low 40-cent range. So I think kind of worst case scenario, I think we fall back down and retest the low 40-cent range. Now, should you panic? Should you sell everything? Should you fudge? Should you FOMO? What should you do? Take out a second mortgage? So look, guys, yes, it seems like it's more probable than not that we see further consolidation and correcting in the short term. Does that change the long-term situation? I do not think so. REN is a cryptocurrency that will help bridge liquidity across blockchains. So I don't think there is a flood of institutional investors moving into Bitcoin. I'd wager that later down the road, maybe 10 months near the peak of this bull run, a lot of those people are going to want to start messing around with the altcoins. And REN is a cryptocurrency that's going to help move liquidity across blockchains. The way the REN token works is, I believe if you have a certain amount, I think it's like 100,000, you get to run a dark node, and the dark node processes those transactions, and you get fees. So that's how the REN kind of coin fits into play here. And so I do think this is a cryptocurrency that has a very good chance of performing very well long term. It has a very clear use case, help moving liquidity around across blockchains. Makes a lot of sense as this asset class grows and matures, more people get in, institutional players get in, they're going to want to move their money around eventually, like most likely. So REN is the thing that's going to help do that. So in the long term, I'm holding REN. I think my average entry is like below 30, like around 30. Let me check. I have it on my wall. 30-cent REN. 33 cents is my average entry for REN. Okay, so, but like, for me, if we get back to like the low 40-cent range, I would personally want to accumulate more. Again, we had some peaks here. Price was reacting off kind of like the 44, 45-cent range. So I would expect that if we do indeed have a further pullback, something more of a substantial pullback, the 45 cents here is going to act as a critical support level as well. We can see a spike in volume here, especially if we zoom in. I bet you we see more of a spike in volume. Now, let's take a look here at the hourly, see what's happening more short term here. Interesting. Okay, another interesting thing to note. Whenever we were in this uptrend and broke down, we found support on the hourly 100 EMA. So I'd wager that this time around, we're likely to, at the very least, find temporary support at the 100 EMA, which is at 55 cents. Also, looking at the hourly short-term timeframes seem like they could have a leg up. Momentum waves, really in the oversold region, seems like they could have a leg up soon. Stochastic seems like it wants to have a leg up soon. RSI somewhat in the neutral space in a downtrend. MACD kind of ticking up, so we could have a bit of a leg up here, maybe make a lower high and then fall back down further, because I do think larger time frames look bearish. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with REN now as well, guys. We need to consider factors such as Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is a must look at to understand what's going on with the altcoins. Whenever it rises, alts typically suffer. Whenever it falls, alts typically benefit. It recently broke below major support at 68. Seems to be consolidating right now at the 66, 67 region. If we go for that further leg down, that could be a factor that helps altcoins such as REN. If we start to rally, that could be a factor that negatively impacts alts such as REN. As well, the dollar index has an effect on crypto. It's currently rallying. I don't think anything fundamentally has changed to make the US dollar stronger. So I think it's just a matter of time before we go for that leg down. And now that may not be right away, guys. There's, you know, we're rallying. This could continue for days, weeks, months, who knows? But I think it's a matter of time before we find that rejection, because the Americans have been printing trillions of dollars. They're going to continue printing trillions of dollars, which is going to further devalue their currency. So whenever the DXY decides to have a leg down, I think that will be one factor that helps out the altcoins as well. Guys, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they're at super critical places right now. I think Bitcoin has roughly just over a week, about a week or so, 10 days before we see a big move. Ethereum is in this ascending triangle. It keeps trying to break out, make these fake outs. Ethereum is going to have to pick a direction very, very soon. Whatever Ethereum does is going to have an effect on the altcoins. Something very interesting to note with Ethereum as well. The Ethereum Bitcoin pair. This will be very interesting to note, to kind of understand what Ethereum can do. If Ethereum can get above the 0.035, Ethereum could, that would be a thing that could help Ethereum break out bullishly, which could be a thing that helps REN continue to rally. So guys, these are some of the factors to look out for. Again, 45 cents. If we go back to that, I think that would be perfect. That would be amazing. Low 40-cent range is definitely possible. The 50 EMA on the 12-hour and the 100 EMA on the daily are the most important EMAs to look at to remain bullish. If we break below that, very bad news, very no bueno. I think we're likely to find support there. Again, 45-cent range right here would be like kind of like the perfect accumulation range for myself. So, guys, if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. Check out our Discord group. They get all this stuff first. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I rambled long enough. Take care.